this will be your 10th start here at this stadium, more than any other place other than America.
In my career?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
regular season and playoffs. And just like what do you like about pitching here? What do you not like about pitching here? What kind of, when you think of this pitching in this park, what comes to mind for you?
I enjoy pitching here. I mean, the environment's great. You talk about postseason baseball and the noise and kind of the chaos and the rowdiness. I think this place kind of embodies all of that. So I enjoy playing here.
3 starts in a row against these guys. I guess kind of what are your expectations for that? It's pretty unique.
I don't care. I'm just trying to win a ball game. That's really the only expectation I have, is just trying to win tomorrow.
Are you able to look back on the last 2 and draw anything from those, or do you kind of treat it as it is a brand new game?
Yeah, sure. I mean, you get a feel for hitters and what they're trying to hit. But I mean, I've said this all year. It just comes down to executing pitches. It really does. You can have a great scouting report and a great plan. If you don't execute, the plan doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So, we'll have a great plan and great game plan, but at the end of the day, when I'm out there, it's about competing and about executing pitches, and that's all that matters.
Tarik, a lot of people in Cleveland really admire the fact that you went to visit David Fry in the hospital. So can you just reflect on that visit?
Yeah. First off, very thankful for Voter to allow me to reach out and kind of understand what was going on with me mentally in that moment, and allowing me to go with them and kind of almost, I don't want to say impede, but I'm not on their team, and I know they're a tight-knit group, so it was special for me to be able to go and just see them and apologize. Obviously, I know it's part of the game, but stuff like that is scary, and that's real life stuff, and people don't think of our sport as a contact or physical sport as you might think, like the NFL, but stuff like that can happen, and it can be life-changing. Luckily, I think it's all been pretty positive for him. The only negative is he can't play right now, and that's something that I feel bad about. I obviously want him playing, but yeah, I think that's just what you're supposed to do in that situation. It felt like that's what I should do, and I'm very thankful I was able to do that and see he's doing all right. And I saw a video of him on the field yesterday with the guys, and that made me feel a lot better too.
What do you talk about in the truck with Vogt when everything's going, like, is it an awkward truck ride over to the hospital? What are you talking about?
No, I mean, first off, he's awesome. I got a ton of respect for him across the way. I like the way he manages the game. I like the way it feels like he doesn't take anything too serious. When their catchers don't catch the ball, he gives them the no catch sign. I've watched it for the last 2 years, and it's awesome. It doesn't matter what the situation, they could be down 10, and he still does it, and I'm like, that's pretty cool. But just kind of talked through the whole situation, and he's like, you shouldn't feel bad at all. I mean, you can't help but feel a little, responsible for the situation. He's like, I feel just as bad because I'm the one who put on the sign, and kind of we talked through that way too. And and then we just kind of talked baseball, life, his kids, his family, kind of what's going on there. My kids, my family, just checking in on kind of the human element of the game that I think goes overlooked a lot of the time when you're out there competing. So he's a really, really good dude. We've had some pretty special conversations, even after the last playoffs. Like game 2, I saw him when I was walking to the bus, and he said some really, really cool things that you don't expect to be said to, especially after your team loses in a game like that and we're going home to our home field. So I got a lot of respect for him.
It seems highly unusual to have that sort of relationship or respect with an opposing manager you've never played for before. Am I making too much of that, or is this like just a really unique situation all the way around?
I feel like I know him. We see him so much. I feel like I know him. I've never played for him, but I feel like I know him. I mean, word gets around throughout the league about everybody, and I think it's pretty unanimous that everyone's got a lot of respect for him, and that's why this team, consistently wins.
Would you compare the general vibe around the team right now compared to a year from now at the same time going into the playoffs? Just by the way in which you got there, does it feel any different, or is the same vibe there that was there a year ago?
Yeah, I don't think it. I mean, we're in the playoffs. That's why you play the game. That's why you prepare. It's why you go to work for the last 7 months. It doesn't matter how we got in, we're in, you know, and I think that's the vibe. And it was the same vibe that we had last year. Obviously, it's kind of like our seasons were flipped, you know, first half, second half, but it doesn't matter now. You know, all that matters is tomorrow's game and this series, and, you know, everybody's, besides the teams that aren't playing in this wild card round, you know, everybody's in the same boat, and doesn't matter how you get there, you just gotta go out there and compete and win a baseball game.